Hey y'all, what's up? JamiThatsMe here. Welcome back to the channel, honey, and welcome back to another quick chat. And on this quick chat, I want to talk to you guys real quick about Miss Tamar Braxton. Okay, she had to sit down with Carlos King where she discusses Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she goes into detail as to why she would not accept that offer. She says that she was offered it, but then she turned it down. And I want us to get into what Miss Girl had to say. So let us go ahead and hop right over here into this article real quickly, and then we'll get into her words themselves. Okay, so let's do just that. All right, this article over here by The Blast says Tamar Braxton knows exactly why she cannot be a Real Housewife of Atlanta cast member despite her flair for drama and reality TV. Tamar has no intentions of joining the Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise anytime soon. Okay, they said that she did spill the tea on why it would not fit her, even though she received an offer from RHOA. All right, y'all do know that Braxton Family Values is indeed returning. Okay, may Tracy rest in peace. Okay, it's gonna be real interesting and weird to see the show without Tracy, but we'll see. I will, tiptoe over there and check in and see exactly what the ladies are giving us. Now, in my personal, I feel like that's one of the reasons why Tamar would not be able to join Bravo. In my opinion, it's because she's already tied into a contract with WeTV. Okay, and they probably are preventing her from working with any other network, but that's just my personal as to why I believe she would not accept said offer, because she's, already got something going on with her family, so she wouldn't go over there. All right, but she does have a sit down, like I said, with Carlos King, and she does admit that they did reach out to her, and she goes into detail as to why she would not take them up on their offer. Let's see what else they're saying. All right. They're saying that those who are familiar with the Braxton's previous shows know that it is more focused on following the daily lives of her and her family members. Okay. The Real Housewives of Atlanta franchise is structured around more staged events where the cast members argue with each other. Okay. And now I don't like how y'all worded that, because y'all acting like because she's filming with her family, they can't be staged as well. The arguments and the different disputes and stuff that they have. Come on now. Let's not act like they can't have staged stuff as well. All right. She does go on to speak with Carlos. She says the truth is there's just no way I'm going to sit in makeup and get a wig put on me and let people get in my face to argue. Okay. She says she's not going to be arguing with a bunch of BITCHs. All right. And in this moment, let us go ahead and just hop over so that we can hear exactly what Tamar had to say.
Why won't you do the show?
Wow, you really did bring that back, Jack.
Did they call you?
Wow. Did they call you for me?
A lot of people call me for you, baby.
I've had conversations. But the truth is like, it's just no way I'm going to sit and make up and get a wig put on and get my face beat to argue with a bunch of bitches about nothing. I can't do it. What does that do for me in my life? Like, what's the argument? I can't, what? No. Let me tell you something. It's all money ain't good money.
Amen.
It's just not.
And look, why won't...
And this is what I say. What's for me won't miss me.
Praise the Lord.
And I can't. It's not worth my mental to sit up here and get into an argument with another black, beautiful woman about nothing, so other people can think this is what we're about. At some point, you have to have responsibility in what you put on the TV screen. I don't want to be a part of that kind of television. I want to make feel-good, funny, good, relatable, epic television. And this is what I say. What's for me won't miss.
Why haven't you joined the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh, stop!
If you want to motherfucking talk about it, bitch. Because I know they called your ass a couple of times and slid over a deal memo. Okay? Have you ever been contacted to be a peach holder on the Real Housewives of Atlanta?
So was this supposed to be the first
Because
the first part of the
SOS,
video?
baby. Save our show.
Yeah, I'm concerned about that show too.
Then when they ask you to be on it, why did you say no?
Wait.
Do y'all want Tamar Braxton on the Real Housewives? Why haven't you joined?
You don't want to see me. Y'all don't want to see me on that show.
Can you imagine?
Y'all don't do that.
Tamar and Kenya?
No, because I don't have anything for Kenya. Because what?
That's my sister.
I don't mean it like that.
I don't
First
play
of all, we talked about this backstage. I actually don't know her. No. I am from, y'all know, don't do that. I just moved here 2 years ago. Stop. I've been in LA for 25. Don't do that. I'm not acquainted with, I don't know her that way. So I don't have anything for her. You know what I mean? I don't have a reason to come after her. When I'm coming after her hair care, like, what's the problem? Like, I don't have a problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm concerned about that show with just her and Portia. Who else is there?
A bunch of
You
newbies.
don't want to see.
All right, so y'all just pretty much heard what all Miss Tamar had to say when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta. There were two things that she mentioned. One thing was that she mentioned she didn't want to put on a wig of some sort and argue with a bunch of bitchs or whatever. What does that do for her? And it kind of made me think, well, what does it do for you on social media? Because you've definitely gotten on social media and you've kind of, gone in on Candy and ain't no telling who else you got into it with Jessie Woo. So it's like, what does that do for you as well? At least if you are going to do it, you will get paid a very hefty check for you to do so. So I don't see anything wrong with you wanting, to be on that show, I don't see anything wrong with you taking that check, being on that show and playing around with the girlies. Now, there are a lot of people that would not like to see you on the show. I don't know. I don't know if I would rather see you on it or not see you on the show. I feel like I'm indifferent at this point. If you came, you came. If you didn't, you didn't, okay? She also mentioned something about responsibility, and I want to go back and play and see if I can hear that because it was something that struck up in my mind that made me think of that. So let's go back to what she said.
Won't you think other people can think this is what we're about? At some point, you have to have responsibility in what you put on the TV screen. I don't want to be a part of that kind of television.
But then that's also my thing. So with the responsibility conversation, is it that you should only be responsible for what you put on the television screen, or should you also be responsible for what you put on social media as well? Because that is all a part of your brand, not just on television, So I did have some problems with what she said there. Nothing too major or whatever. But this is what she's saying. I do want to know how a lot of the fans are feeling and whether or not they would want to see her on the show. But my thing is, Tamar, you've come down to social media and you've argued with BITs with makeup on, wigs, and whatever else for free. So might as well get a big check for it if you're going to do it. Somebody says, but she argued with folks on social media for free. I literally just said that. Literally. Yes, I'm with you. We see each other. Somebody says Tamar is unlikable. Someone else says unpopular opinion. I don't want to see Tamar on TV. The way she performed on Iyanla, Braxton Family Values, and her show with Vince, that was enough for me. Okay. Now listen, okay, I think the real reason she can't be over this is because she tied into this contract with WeTV. In my personal, okay? They said she did that with her sisters every season on Braxton Family Values. Then she was bald head arguing with them too. I am confused. Not you coming for this lady put on a wig and not put on a wig because she'll do it even if she bald headed. Someone says, I find it odd how she tries to act like she's above them morally when she's actually the same, if not worse. Now see, I have to agree with this right here. I will say that she has performed on the same level of those ladies. So for you to act like you're above it all, I think that's one of the things that may have frustrated her sisters with her the most. She does things and then acts like, who? Huh? What? Woe is me. Where you get that from? Huh, girl? What's going on? It's the clueless of it all. Okay. And I don't like that. All right. And I do think that Tamar, she may be able to compete with the girls, but I feel like those ladies that would be on that show wouldn't necessarily play with her because you won't be on the show with your family that also want to maintain a certain image on camera and not getting your SHI. See, Tracy ain't care nothing about that. These other ladies gonna treat you worse than that, because what you could get away with your family, you can't necessarily get away with on the show. And not only are you going to be put in a position where you're going to have to face things right there. Like, I mean, you won't be able to come on social media and say what you say and then expect to not run into those people again or whatever. When you say and do certain things, you're going to be confronted on the spot. Okay. Or at some point at the reunion about the things that you've said and done. And when it comes to your family and your sisters, it's just a different dynamic. So I do feel like part of the reason she wouldn't go is because of the contract with WeTV. And part of the reason is because she wouldn't necessarily be able to handle that, being with those ladies. I think it's easier to sometimes play victim or whatever the case is on social media. And it's a whole different ball game when you got people coming at your neck in your face. But that's just my personal. All right. That's just what it is that I think about the situation. Yeah, because remember when everything went down with her and the real, she was able to unfollow people, say slick things. Also, call out Lonnie Love or whatever the case is. But if you were saying those very things and then had to show up, had to show up on the show and address that, I don't know if you'll be ready to really, really handle some of the things that you dish out. But, that's just my opinion about the situation. All right. I want you guys to go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your thoughts about this situation with Tamar not accepting the opportunity to return or to go on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Let me know your thoughts on whether you would like to see her there or if you would rather not, and whether or not you think she can handle it. Let me know your thoughts on the real reason as to why you think Tamar Braxton was not interested in joining the cast of Real Housewives of Atlanta. All right. That's all that I got at this time. I am Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. So follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie. That's me. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
King of my city and cul-de-sac. Coming out swinging like soldier rag. Leading my people like quarterback. Boy, I study this shit, I'm an almanac. Had to get up and grind. Knowledge is booming, I'm here to apply. Came with the chip and the dip, it just single the mind. We finna do more than survive. I need my check. Spinning the block for the Gouda. We hitting the jeweler to flood out the net. We don't do beef on computers, I'm straight out the sewer. We come when you rest. Niggas be looking perplexed, so keeping my foot on their neck. No map, I trust my gut for the quest. But drama, I'm fully abreast. I was ready for years and they died of me. All of a sudden they tell me they proud of me. I've been dropping these haters like calories. Cross them out, I came back with some boundaries. Stand for my honor, but you run no corner. Packing the stick with a drum.